Alright, I know I've shown this before. Well, not this particular one. I had another one built up, but I sold it to a guy. And if you saw my other video of the Modulus 651102 version, you would know that I really liked it. I'm not sure why I gave it away. I mean, sold it. I don't know. The guy was just like, I want it, and I was like, alright, you know, I mean, I just sold it to him. So I got another one. I didn't even think I was going to be able to get another one. I thought that the one that I had was like the only one. But apparently they are up for sale on Facebook. And I will try to leave a link to that for these. Because this is now my favorite nano brushless quad. You can't get any smaller than this with this size of motor. This is 65 millimeters, so it's the exact same size as a tiny whoop. With those props on there, those are 1.5 inch props. It makes it look a little bit bigger, but let's see. Yeah, they look pretty much the same size. So just no ducks, you know, but you know, this isn't going to be for somebody that likes ducks or somebody that's a complete beginner. You know, this is for an experienced flyer. And it doesn't have to be flown just indoors. It can be flown indoors just fine. It's not like it's so insane that it just slams into the ceiling every time you try to fly it. It's very manageable, but it has a shitload of power. Just a ton of power. And these props make it so quiet. It just seems like it's completely harmless. I'm so excited that this flies so good, and it's just so awesome. I want like 5 more of them. So if you didn't watch the other video, this is a Modulus 65. You get it from Max Defighter. I think I said that right this time. Defighter? Yeah, Defighter. Max Defighter. He actually designed this frame and had them made. He prints the TPU. They're very good prints. And I just happened to order a bunch of these props because they were so cheap. They were like 79 cents for a pack of 20. So I got a bunch of packs of them. I had no idea if they were good or not. I remember a while back when they had first came out, like 6 months to a year ago or so. People were using them and saying that they were alright, but I couldn't really remember exactly if they were good or not, and in my opinion, they're very good. These are the Racer Star 1535s. They even come with a bunch of really nice screws that work really well for bigger quads, for screwing down your props. Oh, yeah. Here, I'll show you the screws. It comes with so many screws. I mean, look how many I got just from the packs that I got. That's a lot of screws, you know. I mean, this would cost a lot to order these. Well, I don't know about a lot, but... And they're really nice. They're like, they have like this titanium look. Pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, let me show you what this bad boy sounds like. And I know there's no camera in it. That's not going to affect the power. It's going to have just as much power with a 3-gram camera on there. But man, this thing is so awesome. Alright, here we go. Doesn't that sound harmless? Flies so smooth too, just so steady. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, all right. You get the point. This thing is just badass. So, in my opinion, this is the best nano brushless you can get right now. I would have said that about the Nano X a while back, and the Nano X still is a very good nano brushless. I have one right here that I built up, and I used the guard this time because I wanted to be able to fly it around my house. So, and I did upload a video the other day of me kind of bumping into stuff around the house, and it works quite well. It's a very good guard, very stiff. It's not going to hit the props. I mean, look how close the props are to it, and it still doesn't hit it when I bump into stuff. But the only issue I have with this is how close the props come to the stack. Look at that. There's like barely a millimeter there, all the way around. And you have to build it just right height and everything to get where the props go just right in the right spot. And it's just kind of a pain in the ass. This one took me forever to build, and it was just a pain in the ass. I got the flight controller on the bottom, the 4-in-1 on top, and then the camera sitting right on top of the 4-in-1. The receiver is on top of the flight controller. Or no, it's under the... oh shit, I don't know where it's at. It's in there somewhere. This flies amazing. You know, it has the same components as this. It's just this one is like 8 millimeters bigger. So the props aren't super close to the stack. And I can have the entire stack on top, which makes it even better because then your camera is that much more above the motors and props, which keeps the props out of view. And like I've said before, I like props in view sometimes I don't. In this case, it's kind of cool, and it does show like the very tips at the very bottom of the screen, so that's kind of cool. It just has more space though, you know? That's the only thing, it just has a little bit more space. And you can't tell that it's that much any bigger at all. It doesn't even look bigger at all, you know? When we're only talking about 8 millimeters, you definitely wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at it. So yeah, just like the Libero Micro that I flew earlier. Cameras, I'm having a shortage of cameras right now. I don't know what happened. I built a bunch of quads up and used them all up, so got some more on the way. So I'm gonna have a bunch of quads I'm gonna need to DVR when my cameras come in. So that's it. Yeah, and I'll leave a link to where you can buy the frame. Alright.